brown windows, switches, and pool cables. It's one of only about 1,000 left around today. Others were turned into snack shops or very stylish mobile homes. You may have also noticed the number 12 and some street names on her. Now don't worry, those aren't new Pittsburgh streets, they aren't making new ones. Those are the streets that Martha used to run round when she was in London. That's part of her route, and we left it as a testament to... Oh, and where we found me, I actually fell asleep underneath one of the seats on my way back from the pub, and next thing I knew I was in Pittsburgh, so they decided to keep... Sarah and Mary... And you may even notice Jane, which was actually named after his wife, who was related to Major John Ormsby, which is how they all became related, and it was all part of the big happy family. Carson Street, however, was named after a very good friend of his from Philadelphia, a sea captain. Oh, is that Rite Aid coming up straight ahead of us? But don't let me forget, I've got to buy some toothpaste later. It wasn't always a Rite Aid, in fact. At one period of time, it used to be a movie theater. It was built back in the early 1900s, in 1929, and it came with, when it was built, two of the favorite things that I love when I go to see the movies. And no, I'm not talking about 3D and popcorn. Sound and air conditioning. It sadly burnt down in the 1980s. Up ahead on the left is an example of why Pittsburgh is up with the times. You see that right to the... I don't know when the coffee census went around or the ice cream census, but apparently Pittsburgh eats more ice cream and drinks more coffee than anybody else in the world. Apparently we also eat a lot of Hostess Ho-Ho cakes. We are the Ho-Ho capital of the world. Just a little bit. Now, the West End Bridge leads directly in the West End Circle and West End. From here we can see the Rivers Casino, Heinz Field, and most of the North Shore. It was built between 1930 and 1932 and is classified as a steel bowstring arch bridge and is painted in that Pittsburgh gold, or actually Alamon for those of you who've been paying attention. Now the bridge spans the Ohio River and in 1979 was put on the National Register of Historic Places. In 1991, it won the Outstanding Civil Engineering Award. Now over to our right is one of the first and only casinos here in Pittsburgh, the Rivers Casino. But it's been a controversy since its inception. The name was changed, the location was a big deal, and financial troubles eventually caused one of the owners to sell 75% of his shares. But if you're feeling lucky, and tomorrow is Friday the 13th, so I don't recommend going tomorrow. But if you're feeling lucky, I recommend you stop in there. And you can check out over 3,000 slot machines, video poker consoles, and the latest in virtual blackjack and roulette tables. I, however, personally go for the food. There's 4 different dining options in there. And as I go around the city, I'm always looking for the best place to eat. McDonald's, Big Macs, thank you. But also that casino comes with something that in Pittsburgh is virtually unheard of. Sitting in traffic, you may consider that free parking, but in that casino they have a parking garage that is free. Just remember where you park your car, otherwise you're going to end up riding around with security for a half an hour looking for it. It happened. Now this area is known as the North Shore and was formerly the home of Three Rivers Stadium. It was a Pittsburgh staple from its groundbreaking in 1968 until its eventual implosion in 2001. It hosted both Steelers games and Pirates games, and hosted the first World Series ever to be played at night in 1971. But if you would like to stop off here and check out the north side, or stop in at the casino, 777 Casino Drive, if that sounds like a lucky address, now's your chance. Just shout, "Stop that bus!"
Stop that bus!
Really? And the Monongahela River, the area between the two being known as the Golden Triangle, which we can see right over there. Now, over there, in between, where the point that the triangle makes is called Point State Park. Now, there should actually be a fountain on over there that's a very lovely fountain, but they haven't shut off because people were swimming in it, and they weren't supposed to. So they're going to chlorinate it and make it a nice spot for people to cool off on a hot summer day. We can also see a great view of the north side. We're seeing the Carnegie Science Center, Heinz Field, and if you notice that little archway to the right of Heinz Field, that's actually, we'll get to see a better view of that later, a statue of one of my favorite people, Mr. Fred Rogers. Mr. So I'm gonna get you hungry too. I'm gonna tease you with some talk. About it, because it should have been called Four Rivers Stadium, because there is a fourth river that runs underneath the rest of the rivers, known as the Wisconsin Glacial Flow, and that supplies water to quite a number of different buildings. It supplies once supplied water to the Point State Park fountain. If you've tasted Heinz ketchup, you have tasted this water. It supplies water over to the H.J. Heinz Company, the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, the Heinz Hall Plaza fountain. Just that tiny little river running underneath all the others supplies all that water to the city. Thank you, river.